Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Before we dive in, let me ask you a quick question. What do you think would happen if we tried to do something without following any instructions? Imagine building a giant Lego castle or baking a cake without a plan. It would probably be a total mess, right? We'd get confused, make a bunch of mistakes, and waste a ton of time. That's where procedures come in. They give us the order we need to get things done safely and efficiently. So, what exactly is a procedure text? It's super simple. A procedure text is just a piece of writing that explains how to do something through a series of steps. Think of it as a roadmap that guides you from a starting point to a specific goal. Whether you're learning a new video game, assembling furniture, or even making slime, a procedure text is your best friend. It's all about showing you the way, step by step, so you can achieve what you want without any trouble. Now, you've probably seen procedure texts everywhere without even realizing it. They generally come in two main flavors. The first type is a manual. This is what you get with a new gadget, like a smartphone or a gaming console. It tells you how to operate or use it properly. For example, a manual will show you how to operate a computer or how to connect your new headphones. It breaks down all the buttons and functions so you don't accidentally break your cool new toy. The second type is a recipe. I bet you've used one of these before. A recipe gives you all the instructions you need to cook or bake something delicious. It could be how to make amazing chocolate chip cookies or how to make refreshing iced tea on a hot day. Recipes list out everything you need and exactly what to do so your food turns out perfect every time. So, from tech to treats, procedure texts are there to help us succeed. Let's break down how these texts are built. We call this their generic structure. First, let's look at a manual. Every manual starts with a goal. This is just the title that tells you what you're going to learn, like how to use a washing machine. Simple enough, right? Next up are the materials or equipment. This section lists all the tools or items you'll need to complete the task. For a washing machine, this might not be a long list, but for other tasks, it's super important. Finally, and most importantly, you have the steps. These are the instructions, listed in chronological order, meaning from first to last, that you need to follow. Now, what about the structure of a recipe? It's very similar. It also starts with a goal, which is usually the name of the yummy dish you're about to make, like how to make an omelette. After the goal, you'll find the ingredients. This is the list of all the food items you need, like eggs, milk, cheese, and salt. Then, you have a section for tools. This lists the kitchen utensils you'll be using, such as a frying pan, a spatula, and a bowl. And just like a manual, a recipe ends with the steps. These are the cooking instructions, laid out in the correct sequence, telling you exactly how to combine everything to create your masterpiece. So, why do we even have procedure texts? What's their main job? The social function or the main purpose of a procedure text is to describe how something is done completely through a sequence of steps. The whole point is to allow the reader to reach their goal effectively and, just as importantly, to avoid making mistakes. Imagine trying to fly a drone without instructions. You might crash it. It makes complex tasks feel easy and manageable, empowering you to do things you've never done before. One of the most important features you'll notice in any procedure text is the use of imperative sentences. That sounds fancy, but it just means a command. These sentences tell you what to do directly. They usually start with an action verb, like mix, cut, or press, and they don't have a subject like you or I. You just get straight to the action. For example, in a recipe, you heat the oil in the pan, or add a pinch of salt. In a manual, it might say press the power button or connect the cable to the port. These commands are clear, direct, and easy to follow. Now, let's talk about grammar, specifically the tenses used in procedure texts. The main tense you'll find is the simple present tense. Why is that? Well, the instructions are treated as facts or general truths. When a recipe says boil the water, it's a fact that you need to boil the water for that step. The instructions are happening in the now as you read and perform them. The basic formula for this tense is subject plus the first form of the verb. But in imperative sentences, the subject to is hidden or implied. So we just see the verb like stir the mixture to keep all the steps in order and make sure the instructions flow smoothly. Procedure texts use something called time connectives or sequence words. These are words that link the steps together and show their order. You've definitely seen them before. Words like first, second, then, next, after that, and finally. For example, first, preheat the oven, then mix the dry ingredients. Next, add the eggs. Finally, bake for 20 minutes. These little words are like signposts, guiding you from one step to the next, making the whole process logical and easy to follow. So, to wrap everything up, let's do a quick summary. A procedure text is an essential communication tool that helps us complete tasks correctly. It works by combining a clear goal that tells us what we're doing, an organized list of materials or ingredients so we have everything we need, and a series of logical steps to guide us through the process. These steps are written using the simple present tense and are often given as commands or imperative sentences, linked together with time connectives like first, then, and next. By following this structure, we can make sure any task, big or small, can be completed perfectly. Remember this. Following a procedure is the difference between just doing something and doing something right. When you master the steps, you master the result. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope this helps you understand procedure texts a little better. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new and subscribe to our channel for more fun lessons. See you in the next one.